Melbourne Fremantle due to get their season underway. Perfect conditions at the MCG. Meek on debut starts nicely, nearly grabs it out of the ruck. Petrarca, so much interest in that man. Overruns the football. Clayton Oliver, game 100. Yep.
A couple of undisciplined free kicks early. They probably just slipped up.
And Angus Brayshaw playing today. Here's Chera beside one of the Brayshaws. First shot towards goal. It's a bit skinny. Petrarca picks it up. Here's his first possession. The star of the competition. He's pushed in the back down towards Pickett. You can see he wants to get his hands on the footy. Applies a good tackle to Pickett. Spills out. Ball to be won. It's a hot footy at the moment. Jetta ridden in the back. Tell us about this man Pickett. Chera drops the footy. Harms grabs him immediately. Mundy, always calm. Now Akers has got a bit of space in front of him. It's a clever chipping ball. Didn't quite carry. Now Pearce breaks the tackle, trying to get it back to Akers. Brayshaw mopping up. Hunt under pressure immediately, stripped to the footy and gone.
It was a great tackle because he had it gotten through.
Goes around, tries to get past the man on the mark. Put up a little bit too much.
Yeah, interesting, the player's been getting away with that, but the umpire called play on, so the man on the mark could get involved.
Aish overcooks the footy down towards Pearce. Lever. A lot of players around the footy. Mundy, quick snap out of the pack. Doesn't quite have the accuracy.
The first couple of nights.
That's a great point. Melbourne has a bit of space on the outer side through Neil Bullen. Goes to Pickett. Sport behind by Conker. Jackson. Many fans amongst the Melbourne supporters. Now Sparrow drops the ball inside 50. Petrarca back with the flight. Does well, keeps his feet. Does Petrarca goes in hard, got one high. Should be the opening goal for the Demons. Of the season for Melbourne, shouldn't be a problem. And hits the post.
He absolutely drilled it too.
Blakely coming the other way. Hughes. Little chipping ball inside. And coming back with a flight nicely is Rivers.
That was courageous, Haley.
Hamling. Sarong. Little hopeful ball forward. May. Such a good defensive.
Fremantle.
Slick hand pass. Sarong wobbles the ball forward. The injuries to Fremantle. 45-degree angle. Didn't really give it an opportunity.
50, there's no system at the moment.
Good grab. McDonald started this game nicely.
Second contested mark.
And 52. McDonald from 40 out directly in front. Another missed opportunity.
Hit his ankle, I reckon.
Kick turned over, back to McDonald, prevalent early. Spears the ball inside 50, makes it difficult for his forwards. To Ryan. Hughes gets himself in a bit of trouble, kicks hurriedly. And only goes as far as Lang. Tight angle to get a goal on the board. Another miss. Rivers, 60-metre ball, Pickett. Thought he was going to go for the big hanger there for a moment. Now Jones, approaching game 300. Back to Spargo. There's Pickett now. Clever little ball. The eyes of goals from a 45-degree angle. Deliberate approach. Keeps it low. Has he got the legs? He has! And celebrates with the crowd who have missed the Demons at the MCG. Well, you compared him to Surioli in the pre-game, Geordie, which I enjoyed. He hasn't let anyone down there.
Geez, he was throwing some comparisons around, wasn't he?
There's the Simon Black. Max Gawn, perfect. To Oliver in game 100. Harms with the driving ball back towards McDonald. Now Jackson delays the hand pass nicely. Langdon, check side. Is he good enough? Oh, my word, he is! Melbourne have got two in a minute.
So Maxi, obviously a dominant ruckman. Beautiful tap, but they're moving. They're getting proactive.
You're right, and you could see when James Harm got the ball, he took 3 or 4 steps to try and get that kick deeper. But you see Luke Jackson there. See that little pause, which just drew the defender in, just waited for Langdon to get on the outside so he could give the handball. Well, right here, see him pause? Just gave him that time and space he needed to kick the goal.
Purchase on it, now the door open for Swikowski and Schultz. A real worm burner forward to the exciting Henry. Again, doesn't get a great deal of contact on the football. Taberner with his first look at it. Hooks it round the corner. It's a good mark taken by Chera. Well within range. Doesn't time it at all. There's 3 Melbourne players back there. A comedy of errors back there. Hunt eventually clears it to Oliver. who's got issues as well. Good defensive pressure comes to Taberner. Can they get it across? They can.
You see Chera, yeah, just the ball drop.
That was up.
Neil Bullen extracts it out of the contest to Oliver. Back to Petrarca. Releases the ball really quickly. Gets a nice bounce. Oh, Fritsch! Jackie Chan style out of mid-air.
Chance. There's a great kick from Petrarca under pressure. He probably could have let it go through, but he just wanted to...
Under the pump early. Quite got the cohesion going forward as yet. Five station in the middle. And Jordan gets the free kick. Tapped it to no one in particular. Hunt does nicely. Hooking ball, Meeks underneath it. Coming out was Fritsch. Now under his arms, breaks free. Snapping ball. Just sneaks a decision to make. And Stephen May, another intercept mark. He's in everything at the moment. See something he likes in board. It's a beautiful ball to Jordan. Opens up the attacking 50. Looks to the outer side. Petrarca! Had his name all over it. The post from 20 out directly in front earlier on in the quarter. This time from 40. Leans back on it and enjoys it much more. Melbourne are flying at the G. They've kicked the first four.
Ball has to make the right decision on that occasion. James Jordan made the right one. But you're right, Brett.
They're going to come again through the former skipper Jones. Hits Petrarca right at the bootlaces. Doesn't quite get a handle on it. He'll get another opportunity. Just Petrarca. Little chipping ball inside is really clever. To Neil Bullen. Hamling. Petrarca again. Set by Dockers. So what's Longmuir's message at quarter time? That's Paddy. And Gawn and Meek. Jordan leaves it for Oliver. Mundy cuts it off nicely. Sweeping hand pass. Brayshaw steps a couple of demons. Akers, 5. Lands at 30 from home. Melbourne again in the air, look dominant. There's an opportunity for Taberner. His first real sight at goals. He's got it. Brayshaw done. Melbourne all over them at the moment. Good defensive pressure again by Melbourne. Spears it, but Hughes should have it covered and doesn't quite in the end. Opens the door once again for Melbourne. Jordan picks it up nicely. Slams it towards goal. And he's kicked his first goal in the AFL. Well done to that man, James Jordan, and they are all over him. Melbourne have got the first 5.
Yes, but just look at this. Tom McDonald not giving up on the play. So he was 5 metres behind where the drop of the ball was, but didn't give up. And the Fremantle player had 2 grabs at it, which allowed Tom McDonald to invite him in to intercept
to 8. Bit of space in the middle of the MCG. Takes an awkward-looking bounce. But no one to go to, so he just wobbles it forward on the right. That's a good result, because Henry had 3 men on him. Desperately required. And it is another miss. 6th behind for the Dockers.
Mickey Waller's not there as well.
Opposition. Oh, May nearly took another intercept mark. Thomas on his knees. Pierce is down. Fife's trying to get into his feet immediately. See them in the left of shot there. Then a turnover.
Wretched run, 2 broken legs in recent years. That doesn't look good. That's lower left leg.
Subs 175 centimetres gyro, so that's going to cause them further problems. Now there's a chance. Witkowski, a Fremantle on the board. They are. A hand pass from the skipper. And Fremantle have got their...
On their terms, you can see they're set up behind the football. Then they get back to their strength. 5 involved there. Good finish by Witkowski, and they're just going to have to scrap some goals to get back into this, Jordan.
To lay it off, Spargo drives the ball towards the pocket. And Fritsch, who is a good player on the lead. And gets away from him. Only as far as Angus Brayshaw measures the ball really cleverly again. Schultz is putting the pressure on.
Good day, young Jordan.
It was a great kick, wasn't it? He didn't have much time to make a decision.
Games, a bit of a surprise at the time. He's showing his promise now for a second goal in his first game. El Santo on the boundary, good from 5, contested, immediately off-lays it. Now Young has got a couple options forward. Taberner wants it deep. They give him the opportunity going that way. Got hands to it. Couldn't snare it. Now to Schultz. Takes one step too many. Run down from behind. Henry tries to inject some speed into it. Gets one in the back. Had a couple of opportunities today. That's a good-looking finish. And Freo work their way back. Well, he's got a bit of a hobble up. Good inside 50 ball. And here's Fritsch again. Position about 5 minutes ago, Fritsch. It was to the left, and it goes that way again. Won't quite make the distance. Right at the back of the pack, though. Tommy McDonald. Today, the number 25. Hooks it round his body. Melbourne have got their sixth. And McDonald.
So he's had to go back to his old role, and he's been terrific today. He's played with presence. When I look for key forwards, their number one quality, they have to play with presence, and that is what he has done today. That's his fourth contested mark.
McDonald has answered. Fremantle push forward again. 5 station deep. Sukowski. He's had a nice start to this match. Doesn't quite get Jono.
Yeah, just a little. That was a little 7-iron.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind kicking it that far, would you?
Jones somehow got it to Oliver. This is a good build-up from Melbourne. This is Petrarca. Tries to go off the ground. Sarong. Got an option in Tabiner. Good work by Lever. Came back, was out of position, but didn't spoil the play. Got the footy. Comes to the clever little player, the number 28 for Fremantle, Lockie Schultz.
Too many Melbourne players streaming forward, thinking they were going to be the next option. You still need to have stability behind the ball if you're going to take a risky kick, especially from...
Slow to get up. He came from the ground with the blood rule. The other one I want to highlight is Luke Jackson, who was on the ground throwing the...
Low ball forward. Bursts out of Meek's hands. It's Hamling under some pressure. Mundy overruns it. They make a bit of a mess of this Fremantle. Pickett bubbling around the footy. Harms. McDonald. Can he back to Harms? Should kick a goal and does. Mistakes from Fremantle and Melbourne pounce.
Andy beautifully here, so just a little bit of a fumble there by Mundy. It wasn't a great handball coming from Hamley, but just have a look at Tom McDonald now. This is really good composure and a great finish.
It was off the kick. It's against Salem.
Challenge for distance here.
Schultz to the pocket. And Raffaello for the Melbourne intercept. Prior to this. Such a shame.
Just hope he hasn't done his name.
Oh, round 11, 2019. I've held them in this term. Jordan's been fantastic on debut. Need to be careful here. Oh, siren goes before the umpire could decide.